We are your home theater and AV questions answered. This is AVRant. Want your home theater or AV question answered by Tom and Rob? Send it to question@avrant.com. Welcome to AVRant. I'm Tom Andry, and I'm here with
Rob H.
Wesley. Wesley has, apparently, because everybody does today, a Denon AVR-X4200W AV receiver. He had it connected to the internet using a Cat 6 cable out of nowhere. It stopped being able to connect to the internet, and Denon customer service can only guess that something must have gone wrong with the unit's Ethernet adapter. If he looks at the network information on the receiver's menu, it shows the MAC address and the IP address, etc. But when he runs a connection test, it says there's no internet connection. He has a Blu-ray player in the same setup, also hardwired. It is connecting to the internet just fine. He tried taking the Cat 6 cable from the Blu-ray player and plugging that into the Denon, and just in case it was a wire issue, the Denon still says it has no internet. So, is a malfunctioning Ethernet adapter something we've heard of before? Is there anything you do other than send it to a Denon repair facility where they will probably not fix it because they are horrible people? There will be a cost involved in that, and he'd rather avoid it if possible.
Fair enough.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the Ethernet adapter, dude. You've done all of the. I mean, Denon already said it, but you've done all the testing I would have done. I would have changed the cables.
Right.
I would have tested it with something that I've seen before.
Yeah, I mean, if the Ethernet cable you have plugged into your Blu-ray player and is working, your Blu-ray player is connected to the internet, and then you take that very same cable, you unplug it from the Blu-ray player and plug it into the Denon, and the Denon says, "I don't see any internet." It's the Ethernet adapter in the Denon. That's
the only thing I would do is I would do a factory reset. I would do a factory reset just to see if maybe something got scrambled in there. I know it's not going to be that case, but I would do it anyways.
Well,
I mean,
since that's free, I mean, why not?
Yeah,
right?
if you're going to send it back anyways, the last thing I'd do before I sent it back would be to do that. And the idea here is just, I don't know, prayer, I guess.
Well, I mean, the only other idea I have is he did talk at some length with Denon's customer service, so I don't know if they already tried this. They probably suggested. I don't know if Wesley has a Wi-Fi set up in his house. Yeah. It sounds like he's hardwired everything here, but maybe he already has Wi-Fi. If you do, the X4200W does have Wi-Fi built in. Comes with a pair of antennae.
Yeah. I would try that too.
So I would definitely attempt to. I mean, maybe they already did, right?
Yeah.
Customer service, so I'm not sure. But on the off chance you didn't, and you do have a Wi-Fi network set up, I would certainly attempt to use the Wi-Fi connection instead. Because if that works, it doesn't mean that your Ethernet card inside the Denon isn't still broken. It probably still is, but at least that's a workaround for the time being to avoid having the shipping cost of having to send it in, which it does suck. I mean, it's a big, heavy receiver,
right?
So it's a not insignificant cost to ship. It's
probably $50-$60 to ship the thing. I have no idea.
We've heard as much as 80, right?
Yeah.
So that's significant for that. And have we heard of malfunctioning Ethernet cards? Yes, unfortunately, that's a pretty common thing.
Every bit of that of a receiver can malfunction and break. I mean, we've heard video cards, we've heard video, the processors, we've heard,
But I mean, Ethernet adapters in computers and that too, it's a fairly common thing because they generate quite a bit of heat. Yeah. Eventually, the heat breaks them down. It's a not uncommon thing at all. Unfortunately, it really sucks. It's a pretty simple repair, so that's a plus.
Yeah.
The repair
if you can connect
itself,
it via Wi-Fi, I think that'd be the way to go. I mean, what are you really streaming to this thing? Maybe he's streaming a bunch of stuff, in which case you should send it in. But if it really you're like me and you only use it for updates every however many months,
but I mean, the streaming services that are built into it are all audio, so Wi-Fi is fine for audio. There's plenty of bandwidth for audio. You're not streaming any video services directly into the Denon, so yeah, that's the best workaround we can think of. But otherwise, I mean, it really sounds like it's a busted Ethernet adapter, and those are pretty common.
You can think of it this way. I mean, there's a non-zero chance you're going to send it in, and the repair facility is going to mess around and not fix it, and then yes, you'll be aggravated, but in the end, then it'll send you a brand new receiver that is like the next year's model. It's happened.
I mean, if the repair is your only path forward, the best case scenario is that there is a repair, an official repair place that Denon works with that's within your own driving distance or something. At least you could avoid the massive, FedEx charge that way. But yeah, other than that, I'm afraid it sounds like a broken Ethernet card.
It does. Want your question answered? Send it to question@avrant.com. This is AVRant.
Now go out and listen to something.